smoke in the cold air, red light ready to flash.
Got it, a goal! Short-handed.
Black tape, white blade, steel sparks on the turn. The colors in our crosshairs. Let it hit.
Almost shot by U-Wall, and that one ends up in the back of the net.
Turn the rink into a riot.
Fired in by number 15 for the Flyers.
We bring sudden death to silence. Every hit, every shot transform. Turn the rink into a riot. Every heart on overload. We don't break, we don't bend, we don't back, we explode.
Down and a shot it out. Top shelf goal.
Bench pounds, glass shakes, boards thump under our feet. Numbers flying on the back.
Verhoeven with it. Tried to stuff it in the far side, just hit the post.
Blue line, locked in, drop pass and we
Carries it to the
collide.
front of the net. Shot it in the back of the net.
Feel thunder in the chest plate when our crest meets pride.
Stolen by Watson. Watson carries it in. All right, folks. We are here back in Mitchell, South Dakota at the Mitchell Activity Center for the start of the game between the Watertown Lakers and your Sioux Falls Lady Flyers. Welcome back. They're doing starting lineups right now. We'll go through that, and then we'll get the game going. So I'm going to let you listen to it now.
We are going to start off with our starting lineup for the visiting Watertown Lakers, starting on D, number 4, Harper Hendricks. Your other D, number 28, Alyssa Matthews. Starting at center, number 15, Lily Murray. And right wing, number 25, Nyla Vanelli. And at left wing, number 44, Emma Schleichner. And starting in goal for the Lakers, number 24, Kira Reppe.
All right, Reppe in net for the Lakers, not Vanelli.
Home team, Sioux Falls Flyers.
It's a little dark right now.
On defense, number 14, Rebecca Harris. Your other D, number 55, Brianna Morbici. Starting at forward, number 7, Lucy Nelson. On number 4, number 28, Reagan Pesca. And your last forward, number 92, Haley Watson. Starting in goal for the Flyers, number 30, Mariah Lincoln. Everybody, we are ready to go. On 3, let's play hockey. 1, 2, 3, let's play hockey.
All right, that's starting lineups. We're getting ready to roll here in just a little bit. Refs have taken the ice. Final instructions being given, and we are going to drop the puck. Stick with us. Don't go anywhere. We got a game to be played. Last game, Owyhee Capitals against the Brookings Rangers, what ended up being, I believe, a 7-1 win. That's correct. Brookings Rangers take that one, so they're headed to the championship. The winner of this game against the Flyers and the Lakers is also going to the championship. And here we go. No clear winner there. A little battle right off the faceoff to get to the puck. Still a battle. Watson comes away with it. Harris gets it, backhands it up the boards. Watson bounces it into the Lakers zone, chased down by number 15. Quick change of direction. And up to Harris. Harris with it. Thrown towards the net. Shot wide. Marvisi picks it up on the far side. Tries to take it down the half wall. Gets pinched off. Watson with it down below the goal line. Looking to hand that one off. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi with it. Whiffs on it. Gets it over to Harris. Harris with it. Shot. Dinger right off the post. Harris throws it back down below the goal line. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer tries to hit Nelson. Little miscommunication there. Pfeiffer picks it back up, carries it down the far wall. In a little bit of a deke and knocked away from her. Picked up by number 44. Up past Honor and thrown down into the Flyer zone. That was a close one right off the post. Pesca picks it up down on the half wall. Hands it off to Honor. Honor redirects it up the boards. Little out of reach for her, but Pesca gets it and throws that into the Watertown zone. And we get a stoppage of play as Repe covers the puck. Technically, well, they counted that as a shot, but it went off the post, so that's not technically a shot. The two goalies today are going to be Mariah Lincoln and Kira Repe for the Lakers, Lincoln for the Flyers. Over to the far side, chipped up the boards off of Rigolizzo. Flyers look a little discombobulated to start. They'll settle down a little bit. Gora with it. Gets it up to Pesca. Gets it to Murray. Murray carries it in, but rolls off her stick. Knocked away. Thrown up the near side boards. Gora now with it. She comes right up the center. Looks to carry it in herself. Rolls off her stick into the corner. Back to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo takes it, or sorry, that's Meyer. Meyer takes that down below the goal line. Looking to hand that off the skate of Honor. Honor carries it down low. Hands it off to Pesca. Pesca with it. Shot. That one's blocked. Pops up out of the zone. Rigolizzo gets it back over to Harris. Harris in. Harris gets it up to Meyer. Meyer takes a little bit of a tumble. Chipped back and up and out as Harris picks it back up. Gets it down into the Watertown zone. Takes a tumble. Good no call there by the officials. Backhanded up and knocked away. Berg with it now. She just throws it into the near side corner. Picked up by the Lakers. Knutson down, knocks it a little deeper, but doesn't maintain control. Number 15 with it. Tries to get away from Knutson. Black in to help out, but she's not able to do much. Berg gets it back down low. Knutson picks it up. Centered that one, and that one's knocked up and out. Marvisi picks it up, and offsides as Knutson was still in the zone. Marvisi had a massive head of steam and probably would have carried that all the way to the net. Really stifling play by both teams so far early on in this game. Face-off at center ice. Back to Peterson, over to Marvisi. Knocked in by Pfeiffer. Nelson had it taken off her stick. Back to Nelson by Pfeiffer. That goes low. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi to Watson. Watson to Nelson. Watson back of the net on a beautiful goal as Watson buries that one in the back of the net. Flyers draw first blood early on in this game. Early in the first, 13:47 left, and we got our first goal of the game. Watson chips that in down below the goal line, picked up by Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer looking to hand that one off over to Marvisi. Marvisi throws it off the half wall, picked up by Nelson. Nelson with it, back to Marvisi. Marvisi with it. Pfeiffer shot towards the net. Redirected wide, picked up by Watson, leaves it for Nelson, back to Watson again. That one's sitting right out in the crease. Marvisi picks that one up, tries to hand it off to Watson, gets it to Pfeiffer, shot, and that one is a great save by Repe. Peterson not able to maintain control of it, but kept in by Honor. Thrown up. and picked up by number 19, chipped into the Flyer zone, knocked away from her. That one takes a weird bounce. Rigolizzo picks it up, throws it down into the Watertown zone, rims all the way around. Murray there to pinch it off on the boards, but the Lakers come away with it. Sorry, bad camera work there. And stolen by Pesca. Pesca tried to get it up to Murray. They don't connect. And number 11 throws it against the half wall for the Lakers. But it does make it into the zone, taken behind the net by number 11. Just thrown high and hard up and out of the zone. And Rigolizzo pinches off number 27 for the Lakers up against the boards. Pfeiffer redirects that one up. And Honor gets it out, knocks it past number 11, goes around her, and throws it back down deep. Down below the goal line, number 44 with it, off the leg of Watson, ends up behind the net. Watson steals that one, throws it out front. Nelson gets it, puts it down below the goal line. Nelson with it, back up to Harris. Harris just lobs it back down deep. No, and that one, I think they said it went off the netting, so we get a stoppage of play and a face-off down low. Thanks again for joining us. In this game, you actually have a couple different options, but of course, I'm the better one. Chipped up the boards, and out, or not out, Berg managed to keep that one in. Pfeiffer puts it to the center. Shot, save Reppy. Back to Pfeiffer, thrown back down low. Watson back to Harris. Harris with it. Leaves it for Watson. Grenades off her stick, but she chases it down, picks it up down below the goal line again. Watson leaves it for Nelson. Tried to bring that one out front, knocked away from Watson. And Watson picks it back up. Watson's all over the place tonight. Nelson chases that one down, but it's rimmed around all the way back over to the near side and out. Peterson picks that one up, chipped up the boards, and stolen, but back. Now Murray takes that one back. Quick change of possession there. Up to Honor. Honor carries it in, and it's knocked away. Marvisi with it now. Marvisi carries that in. And back down below the goal line. Watertown has to reset. Watertown not getting a shot on net yet. Peterson with a shot that's blocked back up the far boards and thrown back down low. Watertown gets control of that. Puck ends up on the half wall. Honor and Pesca both digging for it. Pesca takes it behind, tried to stuff that one in on the near side, but Repe got in the way. Marvisi with it, thrown back down low. Pesca now with it, battling along the boards right in the corner, hands that off to Meyer. A lot of digging for the puck, a lot of just trying to body each other up. Marvisi with it, thrown towards the net, takes a bounce in front, and Repe covers it up. I think that hit Meyer right in front of Repe and just dies. I think Meyer landed on it, but we end up with another stoppage of play and a face-off down in the Watertown zone again. Shots on goal, 8-0 in favor of the Flyers early on in this game. Black taking the draw, leaves it for Meyer. Watertown gets it back up to the point. Rigolizzo throws it back down low. Black with a nice pass through the center, but not able to connect with anybody. Meyer chases that one down, takes it behind the net, tries to hand it up to Knudsen, but that goes past everybody, back down into the Watertown zone. Off the boards, chipped up as Gora's there to pinch that one off. Stolen by Meyer, thrown towards the net, hits the body, pops up out of the zone. Gora with it. And knocked away and out of the zone. Flyers have to reset as nobody was able to get a handle on that. Lucy Nelson picks that one up down below the goal line. Comes flying up the far side. Side, she's going to go all the way in. Shot, and that's redirected wide to Reppy. Nelson with it, backhanded up the near side boards. Berg gets it, throws it down to Watson. Watson tried to hit Pfeiffer, and they do not connect. Watson gets that one and throws it back down low. Nelson battling for it in the far corner. Pfeiffer comes in to help out. And Nelson comes away with it, tried to hit Watson. They don't connect. Berg gets it and just throws it back down the boards. Picked up by number 13, backhanded back up to Berg. Berg with a shot. That hit Pfeiffer up front. Pfeiffer's getting bodied up pretty good in front of that net. Left for Watson. Watson squeaks between the boards and number 13, I believe that is. Back up the near side and brought in, and we got an offsides call being made by the Lady Flyers. That gives us another stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone. Both the Flyers came out flying, and the Lakers came out ready to get in their way as much as they can. Over to Marvisi. Marvisi gets it up to Pesca. Pesca carries it in. Pesca lost a handle on it. Left for Honor down below the goal line off the near side boards to Peterson over to Marvisi. Marvisi tried to hit Honor off the near side boards. Puck stalls out on the half wall as the Lakers come away with it. Long ball over to the far side and chipped up and out. Marvisi picks it up. Comes down in back into the Lakers zone. Takes a weird bounce. And up and out. Not out, sorry. And out on the second attempt. Marvisi gets that one and just throws it off the near side boards. Picked up by number 4 and thrown down into the Flyer zone. Peterson with it. Takes it behind the net. And first shot on Lincoln as that was a mishandled pass. And we have a penalty being called on the Lakers as Rigolizzo gets tripped up. That's going to put the Flyers on a power play at the 6:22 mark of the first period. A lot of shots by the Flyers so far, but not a lot of clean play. The Lakers are doing a really good job of clogging up that slot right in front of Reppy.
6:22 remaining in the first period. We got a Watertown penalty number 20.
Gora with it. Shot towards the net. Rigolizzo picks it up on the far side. Back to Gora. Gora with it. Towards the net. Ends up going wide. Rigolizzo gets it. Leaves it for Nelson. Back to Rigolizzo. They don't connect. And that pops up out of the zone. Picked up by Gora. Gora over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer gets it and throws that one in. Lucy Nelson chases that down. Hands it off to Watson. Back to Nelson. Back to Watson. Up to Rigolizzo. To Gora right in the slot. Back over to Rigolizzo on the far side. Shot. Save Repe as that was redirected up over the net. Back to Rigolizzo on the far side. Back to Gora. Back over to Rigolizzo. She has to adjust. That was a little off her wheelhouse. Back to Gora. Gora with it right in the slot. Shot. That ends up going wide. Picked up by Rigolizzo. Good puck movement by the Flyers. Batted around up front, and the Lakers get control of it. Number 9 just chips it up and out. Rigolizzo having to race for it. And Pfeiffer picks it up. Off the stick of Gora. Nelson gets it in, but actually she doesn't. It was knocked away from her. And up Marvisi with it. Tries to get it up to Honor. Just a little bit in front of her, but Honor gets it back. Back to Harris. Harris over to Marvisi. Down low, Pesca. Pesca with it. Switch places with Marvisi. Marvisi gets it to Honor, but as she gets knocked down, chipped back down low. Murray with it. Over to the far side. Pesca tries to get it off the half wall and gets pushed off the puck. Good play by number 25. They get it out as Harris picks it back up. Murray gets that one in and throws it back down low, rims around all the way over to the far side. I will say the Lakers are doing a really good job of the physical play. Back to Harris. Harris to Honor, shot, and that one is just wide of the net. Over on the far side, Pesca picks it up. Lakers are back at full strength, back down low. Murray's pass is intercepted, rimmed around all the way over to the near side. Harris picks it up on the half wall. Backhanded up the half wall to Honor, back down to Harris. Honor picks it back up. Back to Harris. Shot intercepted, and Watson with another one in the back of the net. As Watson is making her stamp in this game. And that puts the Flyers up 2-0. We're at the 3:27 mark of the first period. And Flyers up 2-0. Watertown, they've come out just playing physical, which is what they need to do. Picked up by Berg. Berg carries that up into the zone. Pops up out of the zone. Nelson with it. She has to reset. Had it knocked away from her and thrown back down into the Flyers zone. Rigolizzo has to chase that one down. Rimmed around all the way over to the near side. Batted up, not out, as number 23 gets it back down low. Flyers seem to be having a little bit of trouble handling the puck. Chipped up and out as Harper Hendricks gets it. Shot on, and Lincoln has no problem stopping that. So we get a stoppage of play on the first official shot on Mariah Lincoln. Sorry, that's the second shot. Shots on goal now sitting at 12-2 in favor of the Flyers. They're up 2-0 so far, as you can see by the scoreboard. Back to the point. Hendricks with it. Shot towards the net. Lincoln gets it out of harm's way behind the net. Rimmed around. Back over to the near side. Sorry, wrong camera there. And picked up by Pesca. Tried to hit Murray. That's out of her reach. Down into the Watertown zone. Honor not able to keep that one in. Peterson tries to chip it in, and that's taken from her. Honor now with it. Leaves it for Pesca. Pesca with a shot blocker saved by Reppy, and that ends up in the backdrop netting right around the Marlin sign, so we get a stoppage of play and a face-off down in the Watertown zone again. We're at the 1:52 mark of the first period. Lakers get it up, not out. Or they do get it out, my bad. Marvisi racing to get it down below the goal line. Picks it up. Marvisi tried to hit Knutson. That was a little too far in front of her. Picked up by Knutson. Tried to get it to Black. Ends up on the stick of Marvisi. Marvisi with it. Thrown towards the net. Marvisi chases that one down. Leaves it for Knutson. Knutson back to Marvisi, but that goes past her. Picked up on the far side. Shot. Save Reppy. Picked up by Pfeiffer. Rolls it up the boards. Harris with it. Tried to hit it. Fire it over to the far corner. That one's intercepted. Good play by Rigolizzo as Lakers get control of it and throw it back in, but the Lakers are offside. Nelson with it in the half wall. Thrown up the far side, picked up by Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo with it. She just hammers it all the way down and around. Watson chases that one down into the near side corner. 20 seconds left in this period. Nelson with it, back to Berg. Over to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo with a shot wide of the net, picked up by Watson. Watson had it knocked off her stick, but she gets it back. Back to Berg at the point. Over to Rigolizzo. Hits Watson. Watson with it. Shot, and that goes just wide of the net. And that does it for the end of the first period. Great first period by both teams. The Lakers did what they wanted to do, which was be physical, body up the Flyers girls, and the Flyers just kept wearing them down. One of them's going to break, and it looks like it was the Lakers so far.
Second warning area. Please go check those out. Hour and 11 minutes until we close those out.
All right, box score. Let's get the box scoring. There were 2 goals scored, both by Hallie Watson. First one was assisted by Lucy Nelson, and the second one was assisted by Rebecca Harris. 1 penalty in the first period, and that was from Sloan Allard at the 6:22 mark of the first period, and that was for tripping. That is your first period scoring. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the start of the second period, but in the meantime, enjoy the video.
Slam open, skates cut lines in the ice. Breath like smoke in the cold air, red light ready to flash
Got it, a
twice.
goal! Short-handed.
Black tape, white blade, steel sparks on the turn. The colors in our crosshairs. Let it hit.
Up with a shot by Ewald, and that one ends up in the back of the net.
Turn the rink into a riot.
Fired in by number 15 for the Flyers.
We bring sudden death to silence. Every hit, every shot transform. Turn the rink into a riot. Every heart on overload. We don't break, we don't bend, we don't back, we explode.
Down and a shot it out. Top shelf goal.
Bench pounds, glass shakes, boards thump under our feet. Numbers flying on the back.
Verhoeven with it. Tried to stuff it in the far side, just hit the post.
Blue line, locked in, drop pass and we
In front of
collide.
the net. Shot it in the back of the net.
Feel thunder in the chest plate when our crest meets pride.
Stolen by Watson. Watson carries it in.
Turn the rink into a riot.
Back to Bernal. Shot on net. Save Allerding. Shot black. Buries that one.
Every hit, every shot transform. Turn the rink into a riot. Every heart on overload. We don't break, we don't
And Murray buries that one.
Last line change, last hard charge. Every second hits like large. Last line change, last hard charge. Every second hits like large. Three, two,
That does it for this game. Flyers won
turn the rink
3-0.
into a riot.
All right, folks. Ready for period number 2. Sioux Falls Flyers up 2-0 so far. We still got about 20 seconds left in the intermission. This place is pumping right now. The what's coming over the microphone does not do it justice, but there's a lot of energy here. I think the Lakers are trying to get their girls all pumped up, which that's part of the game. All right, shots on goal, 14-2 in favor of the Flyers. We're 17 minutes on the clock, getting ready for the puck drop in period number 2. All right, now we can see what's going on. Harris picks it up off the face-off and just lobs that one in. Ends up behind the net. Hunter chases that one down, throws it over to the far side to Pesca. Pesca with it. Back to Harris. Harris over to Marvisi. Marvisi back to Pesca. Carried down the near side. Hunter walks out, throws it back down the boards to Pesca. Pesca back to Marvisi. Back down to Pesca. Pesca with it in the corner, looking to do something with it. Stick in the way, pops up over the net, chipped up the boards, not out as Harris was right there to pick it off. Another one kept in by Murray, just barely. Pesca had it roll off her stick, but it pops up out of the zone. Oops, I forgot to get rid of that one. My bad on that. And covered up by Reppy, and we get another stoppage of play early on. 16 minutes, 1 minute expired in this period. Flyers working around the outside, not able to get anything into Reppy except right there at the end, but that was a pretty weak shot. Nelson taking the face-off for the Flyers. Down to Watson. Watson spins away from the defender, back up to the point to Gora. Gora with it. Off the stick of number 9, but Pfeiffer gets it back, hands it off to Watson. And again, I'm just messing up with the camera. My bad there. Nelson pulls it off the half wall, brings it over to the far side, off to Gora. Shot, but that's bouncing around. Nelson picks that one back up, but not cleanly. Pfeiffer with it, back to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo with a shot, and that one just snuck in past Repe and ended up in the back of the net. Rigolizzo draws first blood in this second period. And Flyers are now up 3-0. Repe didn't see that one at all coming in, and that she had a lot of open space on that stick side, and it just went right in. Hit the netting and just bounced right back out.
15:21 remaining in the second period.
Picked up by Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer carries that one in. Leaves it for Watson. Watson with it. Tried to hit Rigolizzo. They don't connect. And Lincoln leaves it down below the goal line. Pops up and out, and the Lakers have to reset. Lakers pick it up. Down to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo over to the far side to Knutson. Knutsen's pass is intercepted, goes off of a skate. Rigolizzo picks it up off the near side boards, and that one's stolen by Vanelli and thrown down into the Flyer zone. Rigolizzo has to reset. Over to the near side, goes off the stick of Verhoeven. Gora picks it up and chips it into the Watertown zone. Thrown all the way down. That is going to be an icing call on the Lakers as it ends up down in the Flyers zone. Face-off just to the right of Reppy. At the 14-16 mark of the second period. The only goal so far is Rigolizzo. I'll check the official scoring here in just a minute. Hunter with a shot goes off the backside of Pesca. And Harris has to chase it down as it pops out of the Watertown zone. Hunter hit with it. Pesca with it. Shot up over the net. Left for Harris. Harris with it. Shot, save Reppy, but that was bobbled a little bit. Thrown back down low, and the Lakers get control of it. Number 27 with it down below the goal line. Honor on her. Off the near side boards and out. Marvisi not able to handle that one. And Lincoln left it for Marvisi. Pass up to Murray. Murray carries it in and throws it down low. Watson chases that one down. Chip down low. Goes past Nelson. Marvisi keeps that one in. Nelson picks it off the half wall. Shot. Save Reppy. Ends up behind the net. Picked up by number 44. And Nelson chips it back down low for Peterson, who gets it even deeper. Rimmed around. Marvisi walks out. Bobbles it. Shot towards the net. Pfeiffer with it now. Tries to hit Nelson. That goes off of her skate, and she just hammers it down below the goal line. Pops out, and Reppy covers that one up, and we get a stoppage of play. And a face-off down in the Lakers zone again. Thanks again for joining us. In this particular game, there are alternatives. So I appreciate all you guys and gals joining us for this game. That goal was scored by Isabella Rigolizzo and assists from number 28, Reagan Pfeiffer. Knutson picks it up down below the goal line. Tried to center that one out. Peterson keeps it in, and she just gets it down deeper. Rims around, down below the goal line. Left for Knutson. Back to Peterson at the point. Back down low. Black chasing that one down. Gets it down below the goal line again. Back up to Peterson. Shot, and that was an awkward one that kind of threw Reppy off. Marvisi over to Knutson. Handled but not cleanly. Hendricks with a little bit of a tug there. Rim back up to Marvisi on the near side. Marvisi skates it down. Shot, and that one was a little squeaker that did not quite make it. Marvisi, good positioning. Comes up the near side to Verhoeven. Verhoeven tried to hit Black, but that one's picked off. Verhoeven down, battling for it, loses her stick. Pesca now with it. Pesca carries it down low. Back to the point to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo over to Gora. Gora with a shot. Redirected up front, but Reppe got enough on it to get it out of harm's way. Honor with it. Tried to hit Pesca. They do not connect, and that is fired all the way down into the Flyer zone. We have a icing call on Watertown again. Face-off will be just to the left of Reppy at the 10:57 mark of the second period. Shots on goal now sitting at 19-2. Flyers win that one, but not cleanly. Murray gets it and gets it back to Rigolizzo. Thrown down low for Pesca. Pesca with it. Got it out to Gora on the far side. Shot, and that one goes just wide of the net. Picked up by Rigolizzo on the half wall. Thrown back up to Murray. Murray over to Gora. Gora with it. Shot handled by Reppy and covered up. We get another stoppage of play and a face-off to her left. 10:35 left in the second. Shots on goal now sitting at 20-2. Murray with it. Shot. Takes a weird bounce. Pesca right there, but not able to redirect that one into the net. Honor steals that one. And puck's still bouncing around. Kept in by Gora. Rimmed down and down below the net. Pesca takes the tumble. Rigolizzo comes in with the head of steam and just steamrolls one of the number 20 for the Lakers up the far side boards. Gora takes it down low. And that she tried to sneak that one in the short side there. Chipped all the way down into the Flyer zone, and that's going to be another icing call. And a face-off down low in the Flyers zone, the Lakers zone at the 9:50 mark of the second period. Flyers up 3-0, a little closer than yesterday's game against the Sioux Center Storm. Harris with a shot, hit a body up front. I believe that was Watson. Watson with it on the half wall, throws it down low. Centering pass to Pfeiffer, back to Harris. Harris with it, down to Watson. Watson with a shot, and that one ends up in the back of the net. That is a hat trick for Watson. We'll have the official scoring here in just a little bit, but that puts the Flyers up 4-0 so far in this game. We're almost at the halfway mark, and the Lakers struggling to get a shot, and that is assisted by Rebecca Harris. That is the official scoring. Hallie Watson with her third goal of the game. Nelson taking the draw. Pfeiffer and Watson still out with her.
Flyers hat-trick goals from number 92, Hallie Watson. Assisted from number
Down into the Flyer zone. That's an icing call, and we will take the face-off back down into the Watertown zone. 9:26 left in the second period. Back to the point. Berg gets it and throws it down low. We got another penalty being called. A hooking call being made, it looks like, on Watertown. And that is number 44 going to the sin bin for a hook. That puts the Flyers on a power play. That was Emma Schleusner for hooking. Back to the point. Harris with it. Over to Marvisi. Marvisi throws it down low. And Marvisi right there, but Reppy covers up the puck as Marvisi sneaked in real quick and managed to pull the trigger on a shot. Face off now to the left of Reppy. Harris with it. Over to Marvisi. Marvisi to Murray. Murray with the shot. Save Reppy. And the Lakers come away with it. Throw it out of the zone, but Harris now with it. Over to Marvisi. She hits Murray on the far side. Murray carries that one in, looking to set up. Honor gets it back to Harris. Harris over to Murray. Murray carries it down low. Back to Harris. Harris carries that down. Hits Marvisi for the goal on the near side. Harris with a beautiful pass. Marvisi buries that for her second goal of the tournament. That was a sweet pass by Rebecca Harris to put Marvisi, put it right on her stick for the goal. Marvisi did not have to do much in that one. So that was Marvisi from Harris. Let's see if there's a third assist or a second assist on that one. Aniston Murray got the second assist.
8:28 remaining in the second period. We got a power play goal by the Flyers. Number 14, Rebecca Harris. Assist number 55, Brianna Marvisi.
Well, they got that one wrong.
Aniston Murray.
Schleusner in, tried to sneak it past Lincoln, not able to do so. Picked up by Knudsen on the far side. She carries it down. Knudsen with a shot up over the net. A little too far with the camera there. I'm pretty sure they'll get that one corrected. Black back to Rigolizzo, down to Verhoeven. Verhoeven back to Rigolizzo. Thrown back down low, rimmed around all the way over to the far side. Hendricks with it. Sorry, that was Schluss. No, that is Hendricks. Chipped back down into the Flyer zone. That's going to be an icing call on the Lakers. And a face-off just to the left of Reppy at the 7:26 mark of the second period. And a shot on Reppy. She covers that one up, not giving up a rebound. Nelson taking the draw again. Pfeiffer throws it down, chipped past Marvisi. And Peterson with it, gets it over to Nelson. That goes off of her stick. Nelson with it. Backhanded it past number 23, up to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer carries that in, hands it to Watson, shot on, and Reppy not giving up a rebound, does not let anything past her on that shot. We are directly at the 7-minute mark of the second period. Flyers up 5-0. The game tomorrow is going to be the championship game for one of these two teams. Nelson with it. She throws it back down low. Picked up by Pfeiffer. Chipped towards the net. Boy, I am just off with the camera work today. My apologies. Backhanded up to Schleichner and chipped up and out. Flyers have to chase it down in their own zone. Honor with it. She comes flying up past everybody. Honor carries it in. And looking to hand that one off. Hits Murray. Goes off of her stick. And the Lakers bring it back up and out. Berg with it. She's not able to handle it, but chip back down low. Harris there to help out. Harris to Pesca. Pesca spins away. Pesca carries it in. And we have a penalty being called on the Lakers. And puck is finally touched. And we get another hooking call being made on the Lakers. We'll see who that is. And number 25 is going to the sin bin. And we're at the 5:50 mark, and that is Nyla Vanelli, who is also their goaltender, but she's playing out today, and she ends up going to the penalty box for hooking. Thrown down low, hops over the stick of Rigolizzo. Down to Nelson. Nelson back to Rigolizzo. Back down to Nelson. Tried to hit Rigolizzo again. All the way out to Gora. Gora with it. Down to Nelson. Shot. Save Reppy as she does not give up a rebound off a Nelson shot. 5:28 left in the second, and we are a minute and 38 left on the power play for the Flyers. Nelson picks it up in the corner. Nelson back to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo back down to Nelson. Tried to push that one out front. Watertown is doing a really good job of stuffling things right in that slot area, not giving up much space. Back down into the Flyers zone. They can dump it all the way down. No icing on a power play. Or a penalty kill, I should say. Watson with it. Carries that one in. Walks to the center. Shot, save Reppy. And that one ends up behind the net. And that one pops up into the stand, so we get a stoppage of play as the puck leaves the ice. 58 seconds left in the Flyers power play. .448 left in the second period. Harris with it. Shot redirected up front, but Repe got something on that to keep it out. Over to Marvisi. Marvisi hands it off to Harris, but that was a little bit out of her reach. She has to reset in the neutral zone. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi turns and burns up through it up to the front of the net. Honor hands it off. Shot towards, and a goal by Murray. I believe that's going to be Murray gets the goal with Honor and Pesca getting the assist. That tacks on another one. We are now at a 6-goal deficit. It will be in run time for the remainder of this period, which there's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. And the third period, unless the Lakers can get within 2. Shots on goal is sitting at 33-3. This is just a dominant performance by the Flyers, which has been pretty typical of them throughout the course of the season. Up the far side boards, chipped in. That is Aniston Murray from Emma Honor and Reagan Pesca, just like I called it.
Aniston Murray. Assist by number 73, Emma Honor, and 34, Reagan Pesca.
Puck's down below the goal line. Black picks it up. Tries to pass it, but that's off of a skate. Regalizzo hops down and manages to keep it in. Knutson with it. Back to Regalizzo. Regalizzo with it now. She just dumps it down the boards. Rims around all the way over to the far side. Black picks it up. Gets bumped off the puck. Meyer to help her out. Back to the point. Peterson gets it and throws it down the boards. It goes off the skate of Meyer. 23 gets it, throws it up and out. Regalizzo chases that one down back into the Flyer zone. Lincoln leaves it for her. Regalizzo spins away. Picks it back up, chips it up the far boards to Meyer. Meyer, long pass up to Knutson. She had it knocked off of her stick. Number 11, Stolp, throws it down the boards. Off the stick of Knutson and picked up by the Lakers. And backhanded in, Nelson gathers it up. Comes flying up, and she gets tripped up. That's going to be another penalty on the Lakers as they're going to the box for tripping now. We'll see who that is here shortly. Face-off just to the left of Repe with the Flyers on a power play, but no stop clock anymore as we are in run time. That's Lily Murray going to the sin bin for a trip. Thrown back down the boards. Nelson with it. Pulled off the boards by Pfeiffer. Left back for Gora. Back to Regalizzo. Pfeiffer battling for it, but it's in the legs of one of the Watertown players. Gora tries to throw it. Somebody rolls off of her stick. Regalizzo battling for it. Thrown down low to Nelson. Nelson with a shot off the side of the net or side of Repe. I couldn't tell. Regalizzo down to Nelson. Nelson walks out, hands it off to Regalizzo. Shot off the blocker of Repe into the near side corner. Nelson with it. Throws it out, and the Lakers get it out off the stick of Gora. No icing there. 1 minute left on the Watertown penalty. Pfeiffer with it, comes flying up through the neutral zone, hands it off to Watson. Watson shot, save Repe as time ticks down. 1 minute left in the second period.
1 minute remaining in the second period. 1 minute. You're welcome.
Honor steps up to take the draw. And waiting for a player from Watertown to hit the ice. Back to Murray, to Harris, over to Marvisi. Marvisi down for Pesca, over to Honor, back to Harris. Thrown towards the net, and Pesca got a stick on it, but Reppy does not give up a rebound. We got 15 seconds left. I don't know if we'll see another face-off. Looks like we'll get a few more seconds of play-in time. Back to the point. Marvisi with a shot hits the body, and that does it for the second period. So we'll go through the second period scoring. 4 goals were scored. This is what they have for the official scoring. I know the third goal is incorrect. I'm hoping they'll get that one fixed. First goal is Bella Rigolizzo with an assist from Reagan Pfeiffer. Hallie Watson with her hat trick goal with assist from Rebecca Harris. They have Rebecca Harris from Brianna Marvisi and Aniston Murray. It's actually Brianna Marvisi from Rebecca Harris and Aniston Murray. And then Aniston Murray from Emma Honor and Reagan Pesca. We had 3 penalties, all 3 against the Lakers. Emma Schlusner at 9:18 with a hooking penalty. Nyla Vanilli at 5:50 with a hooking penalty. And Lily Murray at 2:26 with the tripping penalty. That is your second period recap. We'll be back for the third period. We still got one more period of hockey to be played, and we'll be back shortly. But in the meantime, go take care of some business. We'll be back after a nice resurfacing.
Slam open, skates cut lines in the ice. Breath like smoke in the cold air, red light ready to flash
Got it, a
twice.
goal! Short-handed.
Black tape, white blade, steel sparks on the turn. The colors in our crosshairs. Let it hit.
Up with a shot by Ewald, and that one ends up in the back of the net.
Turn the rink into a riot.
Fired in by number 15 for the Flyers.
We bring sudden death to silence. Every hit, every shot transform. Turn the rink into a riot. Every heart on overload. We don't break, we don't bend, we don't back, we explode.
Down and a shot it out. Top shelf goal.
Shakes, boards thump under our feet. Numbers flying on the back.
Verhoeven with it. Tried to stuff it in the far side, just hit the post.
Blue line, locked in, drop pass and we collide.
Net shot it in the back of the net.
Feel thunder in the chest plate when our crest meets pride.
Stolen by Watson. Watson carries it in.
Turn the rink into a riot.
Back to Bernal, shot on net, save Allerding, shot black, buries that one.
Every hit, every shot transform. Turn the rink into a riot. Every heart on overload. We don't break, we don't.
And Murray buries that one. 3-0. right, folks. Time's ticking away. We are in the third period. Flyers up 6-0. Hat trick by Watson. Hallie Watson buries hat trick, the third goal of her hat trick in the second period of this game. And we get other goals by Aniston Murray, Brianna Marvisi. They did correct that one goal. And can't remember who got the third one. We are just about ready for the start of the period, waiting for final instructions as teams take the ice. Back on D, Harris and Marvisi, Nelson, Watson, and Pfeiffer leading the charge up front. Watson picks it up, carries it up, hands it off to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer shot towards the net, save Reppy. Nelson with it, another shot, save Reppy, and a scramble in front. And no goal, the refs are saying, pointing at the face-off dot. Reminder, we are in runtime, and I completely forgot to start the it, so we'll try and get it going here in just a sec. Another scramble in front, and to save Reppy. Harris gets it and just fires it down the board, rims it around all the way over to the far side. Watson there, Marvisi there. She tries to knock it down low. Nelson picks it up. And thrown back down the boards. Watson picks that one up down below the boards. Marvisi with it now. Leaves it for Watson. Watson over to Harris. Harris with it. Shot towards the net. Save, and that puck is stalled out. Marvisi picks it up right at the blue line. Skates it. Throws it down for Nelson. Nelson with it. Tries to skate out. Watson picks that one up. Tries to hit Nelson. Nelson gets stuffed right in the slot. The Lakers are not giving that space up easily. Schluchner with it. She throws it down into the Flyers zone. Rimmed around and pops out. Number 28 with it. Up to Schleichner. Schleichner still maintaining control. Fires it in, and that's wide of the net. Lincoln just leaves it for Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo tries to hit Pfeiffer. They don't connect, and the Lakers come storming back in and dump it deep. Knutson not able to handle that one cleanly and kept in by the Lakers. Gora with it now. Gora spins away from number 20 over to the far side to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo with it. And Pfeiffer picks that one up. Carries it up through the neutral zone. Backhands it in. Goes for a change. Picked up by number 4. Stolen by Berg and thrown back down low. Knutson not able to get much on that. Number 4 with it on the far side. And up and out. Berg has to reset. And she just hammers it right back in. Man, those cookies smell good, don't they? The cookies. I want a cookie right now, and I shouldn't. Harris with it, gets it up to Pesca. Pesca comes out, hands it off to Honor. Honor with it, takes a weird bounce, but Harris comes in and steals that one. Shot wide of the net, rolls around all the way over to the near side boards. Murray keeps that one in. Over to the far side, Peterson keeps it down low. And that's going to go all the way down for an icing call on the Lakers, and it does. Face-off just to the right of Reppy with 13:15 left in the third period as the Flyers are handily in charge of this game, and time ticks away. It waits for no woman or lady at this game right now. especially not in run time. Up the far boards. Past Marvisi. Pushed to the front of the net, but it goes wide. Verhoeven gets it up and out. Peterson with it. Tries to hit Verhoeven. They don't connect. And down into the far corner. Peterson chases that one down. Up the boards to Neely Meyer, and she's not able to handle that cleanly. Backhanded up and out by Verhoeven. Back to 13. Marvisi puts some pressure on number 19, gets it back down into the Lakers zone. Chased down by Nelson. Number 19 with it. Tried to center that one. Gora maintaining control and backhands it into the Lakers zone. For tomorrow, it's looking highly likely that we're going to have another Brookings and Flyers matchup. After last year, I don't know if everybody remembers, but that one was a 3-2, 5 overtime win for the Flyers. So we're going to go back to that game, and the Rangers are the only team in the last 2 seasons that's been able to give the Flyers a loss, and they've only done it once. So it's going to be a tight matchup between these two teams. Hendricks throws that one in, picked up by Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo able to get it out, but not able to maintain control. Number 28 gets it into the Flyers zone, dances around a couple of the Flyers. Shot, and that one went up over the net, picked up by Watson. Watson gets shoved up against the boards. The Lakers are not giving up. And Rolfsma throws that one down low. Picked up by the Lakers. And chipped up and out as Harris gets control of it. And she lobs that one in. Picked up by 28 down below the goal line. Knutson comes in battling for it now. 10:20 left in the third and final frame of this game. Again, the Lakers are not giving up. Good on them. Schlusner carries it in. Shot, save Lincoln as she does not give up a rebound. We have no rebound there.
If anybody wants any, I'll watch you walk down the last call raffle.
And face-off just to the right of Lincoln. And Flyers win that one, but the Lakers come away with it down below the goal line. Pesca gets it out to Honor. Honor gets hauled down. No call there. That was a good non-call. Hendricks with it, backhands it up. Not able to maintain control of it. Harris with it. Over to Berg, up to Murray. Murray carries that one in. And a shot. And that one went in the back of the net. What a shot by Murray as she adds another tally to that goal on the 40th shot of the game for the Flyers. All right, we'll check the final tally here, or the official scoring.
Third period, we got a Sioux Falls Flyers goal. Scorer number 16, Aniston Murray. Assist from 18, Evelyn Berg.
So that was Aniston Murray from Evelyn Berg. And we have a penalty that was just called. And that is Lily Murray for cross-checking off the faceoff. That puts the Flyers on a power play in this third period. Gora with it. She throws it towards the net, goes off of Reppy and goes wide.
Lakers penalty number 15, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Flyers, power play.
Back to Gora at the point. She walks the line, backhands it back down low. Pfeiffer has to chase that one down. Hands it off to Nelson. Centering pass. And referee lost sight of it. So we get a stoppage of play with 1:10 left in the Flyers power play. Again, time ticks away. These periods go really quick when they're run time. Flyers power play unit number 1 comes out. Honor wins that one back to, well, Murray just throws it down the boards. Pesca comes in, leaves it for Honor. Honor with it over to Marvisi. Marvisi puts it in front, and Murray brings it to, that was Pesca, brings it right to the glove of Reppy, and she covers it up. No rebound there. 30 seconds left on the Flyers power play. Rimmed around, down below the goal line, thrown up, not out, as Murray's right there, and they get it out on the second attempt. Harris chips it up, but that hits a body. Honor with a good forearm shiver. Back to Pesca. Oh! Murray was right there. A little too much passing for the girls there. Harris with it. Chipped at it and picked up. Ripped all the way down. Well, ripped into the Watertown bench by their own player. Everybody scrambling to get out of the way. They should be taking the face-off down low, and they are in the Lakers zone. Penalty is over. Lakers are back at full strength. Too many. Who did it hit? Oh. Puck down below the goal line. Lakers battling for it right now. Pfeiffer backhands it into the Lakers zone. Pfeiffer again with it in the near side corner. Centering pass. Nelson not able to get much on it, and the Lakers come away with it. Believe that's Schlusner. Berg throws it over to the far side. Up past Pfeiffer and down into the Flyers zone. Berg with it. Gets it over to Watson, and she chips it up, not out. Rigolizzo tries to hit Pfeiffer, and that ends up in the neutral zone. Lobbed in off the leg of Berg. Rigolizzo picks that one up. And down low, rimmed all the way around. Verhoeven chases that one down, overskates it. Gora with it. Thrown towards the net, redirected wide. Picked up by Verhoeven. Verhoeven centering to Meyer. Meyer with a shot. That one's wide. Picked up by Ewald and thrown back down low. Verhoeven with it. Back up to Gora. That rolls off of her stick and out of the zone. Gora has to reset to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo to Verhoeven. Back to Rigolizzo. And off of a stick of number 13, chipped up and out. Gora just gets it, and we have a stoppage of play on and off sides as the Flyers had not exited the zone. So they announced the all-state first and second teams today. The first team consisted of Reagan Pesca, Emma Honor, and I believe Aniston Murray up front for forwards. No, I'm sorry, Lucy Nelson, not Aniston Murray. And then for defense, it was Rebecca Harris and Brianna Marvisi for the first team all-state team. I can't remember who was the second one. Oh, the goaltender for that was Rory Quam from Brookings. So 3 minutes left in this period. Again, as time ticks away on a running clock. Picked up by Peterson, taken behind the net, thrown up the boards. Rolfsma redirects it into the neutral zone. Gora with it now. Off the boards. Rolfsma not able to get to it. Gora with it. Thrown up the far boards and out. Off the near side boards. And Knutson gets that and just nails it into the Lakers zone. Knutson chases that one down. Rolfsma shoots that. It goes wide of the net. Thrown down low. The Lakers come away with it. Knutson steals that one. Takes it to the front of the net. Covered up by Repe. And we get another stoppage of play. 2 minutes left in the third period. Face-off just to the left of Repe, and Schlusner comes away with that one. Chases it, gets it into the zone. Nice stick by Marvisi to knock that away. Marvisi picks it up in the near side or far side corner. Quick change of direction, loses the handle on it. Shot redirected wide. Walt picks that one up. Loses a handle on it. Shot goes off the glove of Lincoln. Marvisi battling for it in the far corner. Verhoeven there to help out. Meyer gets it, carries it up, loses a handle on it, and gets it back, throws it down into the Lakers zone. 1 minute left in the period. Black in battling for it. A little too far with the camera work there. Berg picks it up and just hammers it all the way back in. It rims around all the way over to the far side. Chipped up and out as Berg gathers it up. Black gets it into the Lakers zone. Lakers with it down low in their own zone. Over to the far side. Batted around, and the Lakers carry it out clean. Get around Verhoeven. And nice stick there by Berg. She got in the way. Time's ticking down. 12 seconds left. Knutson carries it up. Off the stick of Meyer and down low. And that does it for this game. Flyers take this one in a very, very solid fashion. 7-0. 7 p.m. tomorrow is the championship game. Sioux Falls Lady Flyers against the Brookings Rangers. That's going to be a doozy. Come join us back tomorrow, and, we'll have some fun with that game. In the meantime, everybody have a good Friday night. We'll see you back here tomorrow and for the championship game. That's going to be a lot of fun, a rematch from last year. Let's see if the Flyers can do a repeat on this one. Only time will tell at this point, but we'll see you back here tomorrow.